Happy Monday, the last week before spring break. So we just got 5 days of schoolwork to get through, and then you have a whole week off. It's going to be great. So week three is a little bit different than the last couple weeks. You will see here that your playlist says week three ELA playlist Monday. So you're going to have an ELA playlist, a math playlist, a science playlist, and a social studies playlist. And the same way that in school you travel to different classrooms in the building to go to each subject, you're going to travel to your different classrooms in Google Classroom. So for math, you'll go there and find your math playlist. This is our demo students. So, like, let's say fourth grade was science. You would go to science for your science playlist, etc. for social studies. Okay, so small change that way. Um, I have decided, if we go here, that I am going to give you a separate playlist for each day. Okay, so you'll have one posted every morning at 8 o'clock, and it'll just have your assignments for one day. I think it's a lot nicer to just see this and just see Monday and know what you have to do than to see all week. So every morning you will have a new playlist. Today says Monday, tomorrow's will say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. Okay, so every morning I'll have a little greeting for you. I'll set you guys up. Please do not hesitate to reach out with questions. Please use the videos. So I gave you a link to my YouTube channel, so you can come here and you will see all of the videos. Okay, so if you need to remember how to do discussion posts, if you're stuck on your child with your name writing prompt, your March Madness discussion posts, your historical moment journal if you're a little confused on that. Here's on Edna from last week and your Match 2 writing prompt from last week. So please use these videos. They're here for you. So that's a link to my channel. And then if you're watching this video, then hopefully you saw this and clicked here, but this is where you would go to watch the video. Your Google Classroom codes, should you ever get kicked out of Google Classroom, it happens, so you guys have that here. And then we have our playlist. So you have, I'm going to each day try to give you a reading, a writing, a grammar. Writing a grammar might be switched with Flipgrid a couple of the days, kind of change things up a little bit. So start at the top and I'm working my way down. All right, IXL. Do not forget to log in. I'm 99% sure that's why some of you have been having problems and getting kicked out. So we're going to compare and contrast characters. I have, if you click this, remember, it should kind of pop up, sign in. If it does not say welcome and your name in this corner, you are not signed in and it will kick you out. So we're comparing contrasting characters here. So we've had no fun this week, Rosa sighed. I know, Mary moaned. Let's do something different tonight. Let's camp, Rosa shouted, jumping up. Mary jumped up too. Yes. How about in my backyard? Rosa suggested. Oh, Mary replied, sitting back down. She looked out the window and shuddered. But it's so dark outside. What about animals or getting lost? Don't worry, said Rosa. We'll bring flashlights and we'll be close to the house. Okay, let's get the tent, Mary exclaimed. All right, based on the passage, compare and contrast Rosa and Mary. So, excited about camping? I think they both are, right? Let's camp, Rosa shouted. Yes, Mary said. Afraid of the dark. That is just Mary. She shuddered and she sat back down and said, but it's so dark outside. So I think Mary is afraid of the dark. Yay, perfect. Okay. So that's basically what you're doing. So you're going to have these little passages with two characters. You're going to compare and contrast them. At the end, back in your playlist, you are going to tell me the questions answered and your SMART score. So we'll do that. Let's say I did my full 10 minutes and I got 15 questions. My SMART score is a 78. It'll get better as I keep doing them, but let's say that's where I am for right now. And then I can color it green because I'm done. All right. Okay. Newsy LA March Madness story. The Tale of Johnny Town Mouse. Ready? So I've got my, if I need to refresh my memory on how to get here, it's under my assignments. March Madness. And then I'm going to find The Tale of Johnny Town Mouse. All right. So I'm going to read it. It's a pretty great story. I'm not going to read it for you because you know how to read. And also, if you would like a model of how to go about and reading, see this video, and it will tell you how I go through. I'm highlighting things. I'm taking my annotations. So if you need a refresher on how to do that, this video is there for you. So I'm going to kind of just show you the story. And then at the end, you will do both your quiz and your power words. Okay? And in your power words, you can click on them. You can have it say what the word says.
Disappointed. When you feel disappointed, you feel sad because something did not happen the way you hoped it would.
All right, so do that. And then in both of these, I'm going to say, I worked really hard and I got 100 on both. Got it. And then I can color this green because I'm done with that. All right, cool. All right, Google Classroom assignment. Compare and contrast Johnny Town Mouse and Timmy Willie. You should have at least 2 reasons for both how they are similar and how they are different. Whoa. Wait a minute. Isn't this what we just did in IX? What? Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. So, I just should have practiced comparing and contrasting. And now I'm going to do an activity where I'm comparing and contrasting. Pretty fantastic. So I'm going to go back. Here's my assignment. Here we go. So, the 2 mice in the story are both alike and different from each other. Compare and contrast the 2 mice using at least 2 pieces of evidence to support each side. This response should be at least 2 paragraphs long. All right. So, let's see. Compare, I know, is how they're similar. And contrast is how they are different. Okay. This makes sense. At least 2 paragraphs. So I should have 1 for comparing and 1 for contrasting. Do not forget an intro and conclusion. Can't forget that. Also need to have that. All right. So let's see. I'm now going to come back and I'm going to look for how they're similar and how they're different. Well, right off the top, very first thing, I've got 1 for how they're different because it tells me that they're born in different places, right? I can also infer, so kind of the whole first part of this story talks about how they're different. Okay, you see Timmy Willie, he goes into the city, he ends up in Johnny Town Mouse's house, and there's a lot of ways that they're different in here, right? So for mice accustomed to eating bacon, Timmy Willie was not. So there's a lot of different ways that they're different. So, but then this bottom half, we kind of start to see some similarities, right? Right, here's Johnny Town Mouse. I'm going to do this purple. So Johnny came to visit the same way Timmy visited. Right? Timmy didn't plan his visit, but still. So now we've got them kind of seeing each other's homes. And I'm wondering if the way, I can look at how Johnny felt about the country and how Timmy felt about the city. Are they the same feeling? Even, so I could maybe look at that. So this is what I'm doing in paragraphs. So my introduction could be, in the story, there are two different mice. These mice are both similar and different from each other. Literally taking what I have in my prompt, and I'm using almost the exact same words to help me with my introduction. It's a great strategy. Okay. Then this is where you will pick either compare or contrast to start with. You need evidence from the text and your thinking of how it shows similarities or differences. Okay, it is not enough to just put in evidence. The thinking is the important part. Okay? You gotta have that part. I care more about you showing me your thinking and why you chose that evidence than what the evidence is. Because there's a ton of different pieces of evidence you can pull from this story of how these two mice are similar and different. I want to know, what are you thinking? Why did you pick that piece of evidence? What does it show you about how they're similar or different? Okay. Then your second paragraph will start. Okay. With the other part, whichever you didn't do in the first paragraph. Again, you will have evidence and your thinking to back it up. And last, you will have a conclusion to wrap everything up. All right. You do have until Thursday, oh boy. You do have until Thursday to do this. So this does not need to be done all in one day. You can do a rough draft copy, come back to it tomorrow, and take a look and edit it however you want to. It's due on Thursday. Okay, so I'm going to color this orange because I'm not quite done with it. And I'm going to finish it. Let's say edit tomorrow. Why not? Okay, helping verbs. So we did this for homework. If you need to refresh your memory, watch this YouTube video. You do not need to watch the whole thing just until you feel comfortable with helping verbs. All right, so.
Grammarly does more than catch errors.
Skip the commercial.
With Grammarly, you can find...
right?
Understanding helping verbs.
So this is
Sometimes helping verbs in the English language
just
that
kind
we
of
use
giving you some
in between
examples.
the subject and the main verb. That's next, between the subject and the main verb. So which words are those? Well, see them as our...
So anyway, this is a video. You do not need to watch the whole thing. You don't have to watch it at all if you remember helping verbs. But that's just to refresh your memory. And then you're going back to IXL. And again, making sure that you're logged in. And then you're going to select the helping verbs. So she would like it. Now I have to do the main verbs. You got to make sure you're looking at your direction. You must handle the chemicals carefully. So handle, helping verb, advise them about their business. Oh, had, because advise would be the main one. Soda does contain unhealthy amounts of sugar, unfortunately. The main verb contain. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Again, 10 minutes. And at the end of that, I will log, I've done 25 questions of those. My SMART score is an 86 because helping verbs are great and I've got a good understanding of them. And then I'm gonna color green. All right, now, if I'm done with Monday, now I get to turn it in. So I literally get to come back here and I can hit turn in because I'm done. And now I know that I'm good with all of my Monday work. And that's it. And then I can move on to another subject. Or if this was my last subject of the day, then I know that I'm good until tomorrow. I hope this is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Do not hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all later.